Hey, Sebastian. This is a little bit of a different video. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but we have some good quality. I hope so. I put manual camera settings, but I'm not recording from my Mac for the first time. I'm actually recording from a camera, and I have a microphone here, and we have a little bit of a different setup. We have a whiteboard here. I'm not sure if you guys seen the Sam Ovens old videos. It's kind of the inspiration for these kind of videos. Easy to show you guys what I'm thinking and what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is the last video that I'm recording for 2025. It's currently December 30th. It's 5 p.m. right now, and we just finished getting prepared for the year. And what I mean by that is just mapping out the year ahead of me, what the quarters will look like, and what my expectations are. And so, mapped out some topics here. This is what I'm going to go over. It's gonna be intro. It's the intro. We're gonna go over 2026 at a glance. We're gonna go over Q1 and my focus into quarter one, the kind of mentality I'm going into it, and my expectations for how this year is gonna go, how quarter one is gonna go. We're gonna go over content planning, any questions, and last thing is gonna be subscribe. Subscribe right now. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, but you've seen more than one of my videos, go down right now and subscribe. All right. So 26 at a glance. I mapped out the year already on a calendar from Sam Evans, and I'll share a link in the description to this. But I don't know if you guys can see this too well. I'll break it down more, but the calendar he put allows you to break down each day inside of the calendar and color block it. So the red you're seeing is the days I'm going to be cold calling. The turquoise is going to be the days that I am hiring, and then yellow is going to be my SOPs. Purple down here is going to be cold email, learning cold email, implementing it, and building it. And then more SOPs, more training, and then all the green down here is paid ads. And then at the end of the year, SOPs for the paid ads, and then planning for the next year. So that's the high overview of my year. I'll go more in depth. But now I'm thinking about it, this video is probably gonna be the most interesting one on my channel, at least to me, because I'm gonna rewatch this at the end of the year and see where my plan has gone. If it was all not real, like if I fell through or if I committed to it, if I exceeded it, if I go below it. So I'm very curious to see how this year is actually going to unfold, because of course all this is just theory. We won't know until we're out there in the arena of the year. But yeah, so this is how I set up my year. I've basically blocked it down into 4 quarters, which is every 3 months, which is a quarter. Meaning we have 4 quarters. And to be very clear, my goal is to hit $1 million in revenue. And so the way that I am mapping out the year is probably the main focus is hitting that $1 million a year in revenue with my specific model. This may be applicable to any sort of agency model out there. It's not very specific to my niche. I'm just going about it in a very specific way. And the math behind that is a client at $2,500 a month for an average of 6 months, meaning the LTV of the client is 15K. So that's the math. So I'm basing the year revenue goal off of 15K per client, averaging 6 months, right? All this is just theory. So I'm really banking on the fact that, one, I'm going to be charging my clients $2,500 a month, and 2, that they're going to stay for 6 months. Because But yeah, so that's the goal, and I believe that maps. I'm not gonna double check, but I think it's 56.4 clients, which ends up being anywhere like I think it's like 7 a month. So like $1 million a year in revenue seems really intense, but when you break it down, right, and we're saying that a client is gonna average us 15K over 6 months at $2,500 a month, might be more, might be less. Um, then at 7 clients a month, which is our main goal, is gonna be 56 clients total and get us that $1 million in revenue. Um, So that is my goal. That is what I'm reverse engineering. That is the intention of me building everything else. And a couple other key things is I am here. Let me get a wipe. Boom, boom, boom. So there's a couple main focuses for this year. See, I think I have it wrote it down right there. Yeah. Repeatability. Ooh, let me use a red. Guys, it's so cool. I have a whiteboard. Repeatability. Repeatability, which is basically just stability, mastery, and leverage. Repeatability, mastery, and leverage. So these three things are basically the core to how I want to achieve $1 million a year. Because best case scenario, right? Worst case scenario is nothing. Like worst case scenario is we give up. Better case scenario, like right above that, is we just learn a bunch of skills. So we're only looking at the upside. Best case scenario is, let's say we hit 50% of our goal, 100% of our goal, 150% of our goal, right? I want to have a good business model that is repeatable, that I've mastered, and that has a lot of leverage. And so that's how I set up the year. And you'll see that within all of the main focuses for each quarter. So quarter one is all about cold calling. And there's a couple of specific reasons why. Number one, it's the most hardest way to do outbound. Unless you could do cold calling. Cold knocking, door to door. I did that. That's a lot harder. But in a realistic sense, right? Like you're not gonna door knock for clients. And out of all the outreach methods that are possible, cold calling is the most difficult one. And why we do that is because number one, here I won't write that down. But number one, we will be able to prove our offer to the real marketplace, real people, whatever our niche is, right? Let's say it's lumberjacks. We're targeting lumberjacks. We're talking to lumberjacks. We're learning their language. We're speaking with them. We're on the front line. We're understanding their pains, objections, the way they speak. So we are receiving as much possible real-time data on our market. And it's the most difficult one, which means like if we master cold calling, which is going to be all dedicated to Q1. Well, let me leave this first. So backing up, sorry, not to ramble everywhere. Forget everything I said. Backing up. Each quarter is set up with gates. So, okay, I'm gonna redo this. Guys, I've never done a video like this. This might be really long. I hope it is. I really do hope this video is as in-depth as possible so I can reflect on it afterwards. So, back to quarters, I set everything up as gates. So, what a gate is, a threshold gate in the sense of my calendar and how I'm planning my year, is a gate is a blocker. It's a goal, it's an achievement. It's something I have to hit before the gate opens up and I can keep going. That's all a gate is. It's a threshold. It means if X is not achieved, keep aiming for X. Keep fighting for X. If I don't hit the goal, you don't move forward until you hit the goal. And this is to reduce decision fatigue. This is to reduce shiny object syndrome. This is to reduce distractions. This is to make me focused on the core things that I'm looking to do to move the business forward. And that's the way I've set it up. I've set gates because I know my brain. I know how I work. I will get distracted. I will try other things. I will look in other ways, other directions, other roads that I shouldn't be looking at. And so these gates are going to ensure that if I'm disciplined, of course, and staying focused on it, that I don't move forward until I have accomplished this gate. And so quarter one, my gate is going to be 10 clients. Buy my one offer, one channel, excuse me, one offer, one channel, quarter one is going to be my gate and to get 10 clients. So I will not move forward from quarter one until I have one offer, one channel to get 10 clients, which is cold calling. And there's a couple other things like on my gates, like three case studies. SOPs are going to be part of the gate. Sales to fulfillment. So full SOPs from sales to fulfillment, and then 10 paying clients, and have someone at least run through my SOPs end to end and test them out for my outbound in the case study. So they're smaller gates, but the main gate is 10 clients, one offer, one channel. Once I hit this, every other gate will be a breeze. And I could have done any channel. I could have done like cold email, Instagram outreach, YouTube outreach. But the reason I'm doing cold calling as my first gate is going to give me the most, like I said earlier, most real-time data. It's the most difficult channel, so I'm going to be learning the most and struggling through growth the most. You only grow through the struggle. So if I hit this gate in 1 month, I imagine the rest of the year will not be as difficult as cold calling like 100, 150 clients a day and trying to get sales. Or even if it takes me 4 to 5 months, I'm completely okay with that. I've like deleted any option in the back of my mind from deviating from this plan of making sure that quarter one I get 10 clients from cold calling, whether it's referrals or whatever. But yeah, this is going to be my only outreach method. This is what I'm going to be doing quarter one. It's going to be my whole focus. And then quarter two is going to be multiplication or recruitment. It's going to start making sense as I go quarter to quarter. Each quarter stacks on top of each other. So let's say quarter one, nail it out the gate, 2 months in, friggin' 10 clients, built all my SOPs, have 3 testimonials, absolutely nailed that. Quarter two, it's going to be recruitment to see if we can duplicate the skills we learned. The reason that we're front running it is so we can take what we learned, the skill sets we learned, and transfer it into somebody else. And so quarter two is going to be recruitment. My gate is going to be to have one recruit for 4 consecutive weeks hit their minimum KPIs. So as long as it takes me to, 1, hire somebody, 2, train them, 3, make sure they're hitting their KPIs, that is my gate. Yeah. So the point of doing that is, number 1, I'm learning the skill. Number 2, I'm transferring the skill. Number 3, I'm creating leverage. And if I can successfully do that, then I've effectively duplicated myself in my ability to get leads. And a big reason why, like, I also want to do that, I keep going back to the reason why I do cold calling, is I want it to be like one of the moats for my company. I want like the people who work with me, like part of my team, they're going to be killers. I want people who are obsessed, and I know if they can exceed in cold calling, I would be more than happy to eventually promote from within and from the people who start as cold callers, and then they can be closers, and then they can be recruiters, and then team managers, and then even go on from there. So I want to learn a skill first. I don't want to hire anybody and then not be able to tell them exactly how to do it and exactly how to exceed in it. So I will exceed in it first, and then I will duplicate my skill set into one person. And once I've done that to one person, I've proven it. And from there, I can spend a little bit more time in the quarter and maybe build a team of 3 to 5 reps. And I'm just building leverage here. I'm building a repeatable pattern of client acquisition. This will also ensure, like during difficult times, that our company knows how to eat. We have the skill set to cold call. I have the skill set to go out there and hunt for my clients. I think it's a very valuable skill set, and will make everybody extremely proficient in any other vehicle we go into. Let's say like we expand into doing more LinkedIn outreach. Like they already know how to cold call. They already know how to close deals. They know all the objections. They know where to roll. So I think it will be a very valuable base skill. So you see how that stacks on top of each other. First quarter is going to be getting those 10 clients. Second quarter is going to be what I learned, duplicating that into my first rep, and then from there growing on. Quarter 3 is going to be, can I erase this? Quarter 3 is going to be cold email. Q3 cold email, and a couple reasons. So cold email, my gate is going to be 5 qualified meetings week for 4 weeks. And the reason that's going to be my gate is I want to make sure that this is repeatable and it's not just a fluke, right? I actually want to master and learn the skill so I can delegate it later on. And a part of my gate is actually going to be like, if I can do this repeatedly, I know I can write this down and make SOPs on it. So soon after this, I will hire a VA to take over my cold email. And yeah, so the reason why it's third thing in the quarter is I'm opening my second ever acquisition channel. So my first one is cold calling, and we're taking our time to actually master it, 2 whole quarters to 1, learn it, be proficient in it, and then teach someone else. When you teach someone else something, that's when you truly master the subject. At least I think so. Then quarter 3, we're opening our second channel of client acquisition, our second channel of revenue. And so we're going to be building a cold email system, which is super, super low in cost compared to client acquisition cost. I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, okay, the cost to acquire a client is like some of the lowest in B2B with cold email, and it's infinitely scalable upwards as long as you have a big enough total addressable market, right? Like you can send 2,000 emails a day. You can send 10,000 emails a day. The only limiter being 1, cash, 2, you know what you're doing. So quarter 1 and 2 will solve the first constraint, which will be cash, and it will also solve the second constraint of knowing what we're doing, because at this point we would have studied our market, we would have been so head, knees, toes inside, we will have case studies, we will have 10 plus clients, we will know what we're doing. And so when we're doing cold email, it's not about learning the offer, it's not about learning our product or service, it's about just learning a little bit of copy. But at that point we would have gotten really good at understanding what our clients' needs and wants are. So the copy part will be a lot easier. But yeah, we just want to build a second channel of outreach and just slowly growing our outreach channels and becoming more consistent, having that flow of clients coming in week after week. We have the cold call team. We have the cold email system set up. Let me see what else I have here. But yeah, it's pretty much it. Again, the gate, if I can't do this consistently for 4 weeks and I can't delegate it to someone else, we're doing this to however long it takes. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see how long it takes. All this is just theory again, but I'm excited to see what this year will look like. Yeah. If you're watching this, drop a subscribe down right now. If you're not subscribing, drop a subscribe down in the chat. Okay, Q4 and the most excited one I have. Exciting one. If we can make it, guys. Q4 will be ad spend. Facebook is going to be my one channel. Not doing any other channel but Facebook ads. And what is my gate, you may be asking? It's going to be a LTV to CAC of 4:1 on 2. I don't know. I want some winning creators. I was gonna say multiple winning creators too, but I think that doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah. LTV, lifetime value, which basically means our 15 grand to cost acquired a customer must be one. So it must be like 15 grand to 3 grand would be incredible. But it might even be more. It might be like our ratio might be like 30 to 2, guys. This might be crazy. I don't know honestly, but we will see. But for every dollar I put in, I should get $4 back. Is what basically this means. So I should get $4 back for every single dollar I put in. That's the bare minimum that I'm going to accept, and I must do that for like I don't say 4 weeks. 4 weeks. So if we can do that consistently for 4 weeks, we can have a LTV to CAC of 4:1. Then that's our gate. We've done it. We have something that works, a proven offer. We have a proven medias that work in Facebook and that we're able to scale up. And from there, it's just about slamming the dunk. There doesn't need to be really a Q5. If our gate can be accomplished, then we're gonna pump a shit ton of money and see what breaks and see what we can expand on. But yeah, that very simply sums up my year and hopefully what it will look like. I don't know why I'm singing. But yeah, so a couple things that I may have missed out is like during this plan, it's not just those are our gates, but we're gonna have some couple stuff set up. Like we're gonna have to make sure we're gonna be doing SOPs, which just means standard operating procedures, writing down exactly what we did, what works. Like towards the end of accomplishing our gates, we're gonna have to take like a week to 2 week breaks where we're just writing SOPs and making sure we have everything down and simplified to the exact T. I'm also what else? SOPs, the hiring block. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. The way that ChatGPT split it out is Q1 is gonna be all about proof. This is a recap. Q1 is all about proof, making sure our offer works, making sure we're able to sell it, close it, fulfill it, up to 10 clients. And once we've proven it, Q2 is all about replication. We're going to be replicating our ability to close clients, to get deals, to hunt, right? Because the most important part of any business is sales. You can't sell anything, you don't have a business. So we're going to replicate our skill, and that's for leverage. Number 3 is going to be transfer. We're going to transfer everything we've learned into another channel, which is cold email. And we're going to master it. We're going to learn it. We're going to write SOPs. We're going to hire a VA for it. We're going to absolutely dominate cold email. Q4 is amplification, right? Once, hypothetically, please God, praise the Lord. We'll see if this all goes to plan. It could be done earlier. It could be done way later. But Q4 is going to be amplification. If we successfully hit our 3 gates, Q1, Q2, Q3, cold outreach, 10 clients, replicating our skill set, cold email, and then lastly, ads, I have no doubt in my mind that we will hit our 67 client goal, right? I have no doubt. All right, if we're successfully at our 4th gate, we have a team of setters closing each week. Booking appointments each week. We have 2 cold email getting us 5+ appointments each week. Number 3, we have Facebook ads. We may be able to hit 20 to 30, even more beyond appointments a month at that point, and get really good at closing at that point, right? If I'm that far in, I should be exceptional at knowing my product, knowing my closing frameworks, everything, all that stuff. This is obviously a really high level overview. We don't know what's gonna go on, but this is how I have it planned and how I hope it goes well. I hope I'm able to complete this in half a year. That would be incredible. But yeah, so expectations, kind of already went over that. Um, Content, I'm not sure. So this part, I'm not sure what I'm gonna record, how I'll like implement it, because I do want to be a lot more intentional with my content. I feel like a lot of my YouTube videos in the past have kind of been all over the place, like sporadic. I have like 9-hour videos on my channel. I want my content moving forward into the new year to be a lot more intentional. Number one, um, to be a lot more valuable to you guys. Like whoever decides to spend their time watching my video, I want to add actual value into your life. Whoever decides to watch it, I want to make sure that you're learning something, or you're learning from my failures, or whatever it is, right? Like I want there to be actual value, to be intentional, and to be entertaining. So yeah, I don't know yet how I'm going to do that, whether it's going to be like a weekly video or bi-weekly, or what's going on. But my first quarter is going to be all cold calling. So um, expect maybe for it to be a lot of videos of me just getting really good at cold calling, obsessing over it, obsessing over frameworks, um, maybe going over like every single objection, training, role play. Like, if I can't get those 10 clients, I'm not moving forward. So I will obsess over this. And that's probably what my whole like 3 months videos will be in 2026. But we'll see. Yeah, I might make some content of like closing calls, fulfillment, something like that. But yeah, that'll be leading on to my next question. I honestly don't know what kind of content. Like the people who are subscribed, I think it's like 20 of you guys. Um, I don't know if one of you is watching, whoever's watching this, the 20 people who are subscribed. Like, what? Why'd you subscribe? Like, what do you want to see? How can I help? How can I provide value? Is it for entertainment? Is it for back end? Is it for front end? Are you looking to learn more about sales? Like, what do you want to see more of? How can I provide more value to you? Um, if you have any questions for me too, drop a comment below. You can email me and all that good stuff. But yeah, drop a like, guys. Drop a like right now if you're watching this video. Drop a like. I'll wait 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and drop a subscribe again. Stay tuned to see how this year goes. So you can watch again at the end of the year and see whether I did a big fat and failed, or whether we balling out here. All right, we got a good business. We're ready to roll into 2027 with some solid foundation. But yeah, at a glance, we covered 2026. Again, main thing is I want a real solid foundation for my business. I want what I do to be repeatable. I want to build an actual asset, and I want to provide a lot of value into the marketplace. And I want to compete. If you're watching this and you're in a market, or you're thinking about it, like in your business, or whoever's watching, like I want to compete in business, and I'm coming for the AI space. I want to be a ruthless competitor. I want to see what I can do. So yeah, and we covered our quarter one focus. Again, it's just going to be 100 calls a day, a lot of intentional improvement, um, getting the best I possibly can at booking a meeting. That's literally the main goal. Booking a meeting, get as best as I can at that single one thing. Expectations. We don't know how the year's going to go. Again, I can't tell the future. No one can. But I am excited, and my content plan, not sure, but we'll mesh it out. I do want to keep growing and posting videos. I think it's really cool to look back and see what I was doing during certain time periods. So I really like documenting, and yeah, excited to see what videos from a year from now will look like. And probably my biggest goal this year will be just to not quit. If I'm being like very, very, very real with you guys. That's like my only goal. This is the first year I've ever been in business where I don't have another distraction. I've started like a lot of other businesses, but I've always been distracted. I've always had a safety net. I've always had like school. I was studying. I was working a different job. I was exploring multiple times. This is the first time in my life where I've planned at the most for a year on one goal, which is growing my business, neighborhood automation experts. That's literally my only goal. And yeah, so I'm going to give 100% of myself to this goal. And I'm a little bit nervous. Feels like I'm going to war. I don't know why. But I'm just a nerdy dude in his room with a whiteboard, which is kind of funny. But yeah, very excited. Closing remarks. Trying to think. Man, this is 30 minutes long. If you're watching this, drop a comment, please. You're a real one, man. It made me so happy to know that one person watched this. But if not, it's all good. You're probably watching this, Sebastian. Oh, a couple other things I missed. So probably like very very bare plan on like hiring and fulfillment, all this stuff. So my roles are gonna be I'm gonna be hiring for strain. So as things are straining me, that's the positions I will fill. Um, I will never hire two roles at once. I will define roles before hiring, and each hire gets 30 days to prove themselves. If they miss metrics, we retrain. If not, they have to exit. Um, Momentum will not change these rules. I would try to stay consistent to what I have planned out. But again, I don't know how the year will go. Things may change, but I hope stay disciplined in this plan because I do see it working out if I hit the gates. So it's all really dependent on me. At the end of the day, it's all me. So yeah, I have this Kobe quote on the wall. I have nothing in common with lazy people who blame others for a lack of success. Great things come from hard work and perseverance. No excuses. Kobe Bryant. Shout out to Kobe. Rest in peace. But man, feels weird. Like feels like the first time in my life. Like it's so simple. Like I know what I have to do. So they're just gonna be me waking up, going to the gym, cold calling, sleep, wake up, cold call, sleep, wake up, cold call, sleep, wake up, cold call, sleep, wake up, cold call for days and days and days. And then, oh, 10 higher, 10, 10 clients, train. Like it's so simple what I have to do. It's all dependent on whether I'm able to stay disciplined and focused and dependent on the fact that I'm able to be consistent day in, day out and intentional in my learning, intentional in my growth. I think it's inevitable if I'm truly consistent. So that will be the real test. It will be a test of endurance, test of focus, and I'm ready for it. We'll see what happens, guys. I'm trying to think what else to say. Yeah, nothing else. I hope whoever's watching this, you have an incredible year. Whatever an incredible year means for you, whether it's getting closer to God or getting back into the gym or building better relationships. I sincerely hope that you have one of the best years of your life. Um, yeah, no one's ever told you. I believe in you. And yeah, praise the Lord. See you guys next year. I'll see you soon. I'll still be posting. But this wraps 2025. It's been a wild year. It's been a very crazy year for me. But I'm glad I found clarity in the simplicity of what I have to do now. Because it's been a wild journey for me this year. I hope you guys have enjoyed the content so far up on my channel. And yeah, I am out.